All right, let's get into it. We all love a good plan, right? A perfect blueprint where every single thing has its own special place. Just look at Grizzy here. He's got it all figured out, especially when it comes to organizing his precious chocolate spread. But what happens when that perfect plan suddenly hits a snag?
Oh, you know this feeling. You've planned everything down to the millimeter. It's a masterpiece of logic and order. And then, well, life happens. Or in this case, the lemmings happen. And they show up with something brand new. Something that was definitely not in the original plan. Like, say, a giant party popper.
And this is where this whole scene becomes a perfect metaphor for the world of data. Because our databases, our tables, they're just like Grizzy's blueprints. They can't be set in stone. They have to be able to evolve. And the good news? There's an amazing tool built for exactly this kind of situation. So let's watch this play out. Grizzy's first draft of the blueprint was honestly flawless for his jars. But this new request from the lemmings, it's not a small adjustment. It's a whole new type of thing that the original design just can't handle. And just like that, we've got a problem. So what's the move here? The plan is officially outdated. Do you just scrap the whole thing and start from zero just to fit in one new item? I mean, that sounds like a ton of work, especially when the lemmings are, pretty demanding. No way. You don't demolish an entire house just to add a new window, right? You remodel. And Grizzy, well, he's a pretty smart bear. He's got a secret weapon for this, a toolbox, and it's labeled Alter. He knows he doesn't have to start over. He just needs the right tools for a renovation. And this right here is the star of the show. In the language of databases, which is SQL, the alter table command is basically your Swiss Army knife for making structural changes. It's how you can add new columns, get rid of old ones, or change existing ones, all without wrecking the data that's already in there. So the first tool he pulls out is add. Think of this one like a magic hammer. It lets Grizzy literally add a whole new shelf, or a new column in our data table, built specifically for something new, like, say, party supplies. But what if a shelf isn't needed anymore? Well, for that, you've got the drop command. This is like a super precise saw that lets you remove an entire column, taking out a wall that's just taking up space. It helps keep the whole structure clean and tidy. And finally, he's got this kind of magic paintbrush, the modify command. This one lets him change the rules for a shelf that's already there. He could change its name or maybe change how many items can fit on it. It's all about adapting what you've already built. Okay, theory is great, but let's see these tools in action. It's time for Grizzy to roll up his sleeves and do a live remodeling job on this blueprint. So here it is, the before picture. This is version 1.0. It's simple, it's clean, it makes perfect sense. You've got an ID for each shelf, what's on it, and how many jars it can hold. It's perfect for what it was designed for, but totally unequipped for a giant party popper. And here it is, the magic spell. Grizzy types out this exact line of code, alter table shelves, tells the database which blueprint he wants to change. Add column special item says exactly what he's doing, adding a new column called special_item. And that last part, varchar 50, just defines what can go in there, in this case, a short bit of text. It's a perfectly clear instruction. And boom, just like that, version 2.0 is born. Look at that. The original 3 columns are totally fine, completely untouched. But now there's a new 4th column special item ready and waiting for whatever the lemmings throw at him. The structure has evolved without being destroyed. It's pretty cool, right? Now, after seeing how easy that was, the lemmings are going wild with ideas. But Grizzy knows that with a tool this powerful, you have to be careful. You can't just start knocking down walls on a whim. There are always consequences. So here's the deal, and this is super important. The power of Alter is its incredible flexibility. You can adapt to almost anything, but the risk? It's real. If you accidentally drop the wrong column, that data could be gone forever. A bad modify could mess up all your information. You have to be precise and, maybe double-check your work. And that really gets to the heart of it all. The best systems, the best digital foundations aren't brittle things set in stone that are just going to shatter when things change. Nope, they're built from clay, strong and dependable, but always ready to be reshaped to handle whatever comes next. That's true resilience. Which, of course, leaves us with one last thing to think about. As you can see, the lemmings are already planning their next big additions. Change is pretty much the only thing you can count on. So the next time you're building something, the real question is, how will you design it to be ready not just for today, but for all the inevitable surprises of tomorrow?